I'm Dr. Muhammad Babar, working in University of Central Punjab as an assistant professor. The topic of this video is transboundary water issues of Pakistan. And here it is the world water resources. 96% of the world water is present in the ocean. Only 2.5% of the water is present as a fresh water. And in the rivers the water is only 0.49% out of 1.2%. So this is very less. Where Pakistan stands, Pakistan rank 144 out of 186 country, and the rainfall occurring inside Pakistan is only 494 millimeter per annum. Higher the temperature, more the evaporation, and less will be the runoff, and the vice versa. Look at the population size, it is 212 million. This is 1.35 billion for the India. For China it is 1.4 billion. What is the renewable water resources meter cube per capita per year? It is only 296.4 in case of Pakistan. In case of the India and the China it is 2000. Even in the case of the Afghanistan it is high due to the less number of population. Freshwater availability across the whole globe. Here we can see the water surplus countries. Russia is the water surplus country. Look at the American side. This is the water surplus country. Here comes the South Asian countries. In India and Pakistan, they are facing the water stresses, and they are both leading to the water scarcity. And so this means that this is so much crucial. Ban Ki-moon says that water scarcity threatens the economic and the social gains, is a potential fuel for the wars and the conflicts. So what is the saying of the World Bank president, vice president? Wars of 21st century will be fought over the water, because these water are so much crucial. What is the water budget for the Pakistan? 142 MA of the water comes inside the river, and how much water is lost in the sea is 36 MA of the water. After all the conveyance losses and the losses in the water courses and the field, only 46 MA of the water reach to the root zone level. So why the transboundary water is so much important? 300 groundwater resources are the transboundary. 263 transboundary rivers are there in the whole world, and these are present in 145 different countries. 40% of the world population live in those areas. In 1950, if we compare up till now, we have lost 70%. We have the 70% decline has been observed over the period of time. So now we can see in South Asia multiple transboundary rivers. Indus is one of them, Ganges, Brahmaputra, and here we can see the other maps. These are the models after the calibration and the validation across the various outlets. Here we can see that only 90 MA of the water comes inside the Pakistan out of rainfall runoff or snowmelt runoff. Another thing is that this model is for the whole Indus basin. This water, how much water comes inside this basin after 1980s. This is the 30 years data from 1980 to 2010. After this point, 150 MA of the water comes here. Before the Indus Water Treaty, how much water comes to this point? It was 190 MA. So this means that after Indus Basin Treaty, we have lost 30 MA of the water, and we do have the full potential to lose the 60 MA of the water. We need to take it very seriously. Why that water is decreasing day by day? Here look at the construction of the storage facilities in India. With the passage of time, due to these hydraulic structures, the water is decreasing day by day. And Indus has 1.12 million square kilometer of area. 47% of area is in Pakistan, 39% in China, and 8% in 39% in India, 8% in China, and 6% of this area is in Afghanistan. Here we can see the storage capability of each countries. In Pakistan, it is only 150 meter cube for 30 days. We can store the water. This is very less. Other countries, look at the India, can store 120 days to 200 days of the water, and USA can store 900 days of the water for its people. So this is really very crucial. So now I want to focus on why we are going to the water scarce tide, because of this projection of in the population, and this per capita water availability is going down day by day, and we can enhance it by having the more storage facilities or the storage dams. And other aspect is the Indus Water Treaty. Indus Water Treaty, Eastern Rivers Waters right has been given to the India, and the Western Rivers Waters right has been given to the Pakistan. In Eastern Rivers water, this is the Satluj, Beas, and Ravi water is given to the India, and for the Western River water, which is Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus, those rights have been given to the Pakistan. And the point is that India is making certain arrangements to build certain hydraulic facilities. Which one is the Tulbul or the Vular barrage? So due to this dispute, and Pakistan also have the serious communication with them. After all, they decide not to build this barrage, Tulbul or the Vular barrage. So next is the Kishan Ganga project. Kishan Ganga's progress can be seen from this picture, and here comes the Baglihar Dam. Baglihar Dam, because that was in the litigation process in the World Bank, and both countries are saying that we won the case, but who knows. And other thing is that here comes the Tulbul, Baglihar, Kishan Ganga, and others have posted the serious threat challenges to the India and Pakistan to the Indus Basin Treaty itself. So these projects also intensify the possibility of the future conflicts at the various levels. Hence, it is suggested that the initiated of the meaningful steps are inevitable to resolve the issue for the water management and the utilization of the cutting across the emotional and the political boundaries for the peace and the harmony of the region. As responsible nations of the South Asian subcontinent, it is the time to give the water a second thought. Thank you.